From cheer squads to street teams to step team, 8 different versions of dance culture and competition have gathered together to prove one thing: is the ultimate dance champion. And after weeks of battles and debates and votes, it's all come down to this. But before we crown our March Madness champion, we need to talk about what makes these movies great. This is Cinema Versus, and it's time to crown a winner! What's up, what's goody, and what's poppin'? And welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time being here, first of all, hey, Professor Ogilvy! Hello! My name is Top Cat. I am your YouTube personality, your reactionary goddess, and your cinema griot. Thank you so much for being here, because you could have been anywhere on Beyonce's good internet, but you were here with me, and I appreciate you for that. I just have one question, one favor to ask. If at any point you like what you see up on your black screen, aka your black mirror, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button down there and join the family, because we are obviously friends now.
We're friends now.
You guys, we've made it. This wasn't just a dance bracket. This was a whole era. An era of which that I totally miss. And am hoping for a low-key revival. So yeah, before we get into today's winners, welcome to Cinema Versus March Madness Awards. We are going to go into Best Soundtrack. The nominees for Best Soundtrack are Step Up, Step Up to the Streets, Stomp the Yard, and Honey. Honestly, these were the movies that when I was watching the movies, I would think about certain songs that comes on the screen, or I would be reminded of a hit that I haven't heard from in a very long time and forgot that it was associated with the movie. So it was kind of a toss-up trying to figure out what soundtrack was the best. But I'm not gonna lie to you, my favorite soundtrack out of all of them is Step Up to the Streets. Step Up was close, but Step Up 2 took it to the next level. It was an entire 2008's club scene. The Repeat Offender Award. This next award goes to someone that has shown up in more than one movie. I mean, I think they were just clearly on standby waiting for an invitation to appear into another dance movie, or maybe they were just typecast. The nominees are Columbus Short for You Got Served and Stomp the Yard, Megan Good for Roll Bounce, Stomp the Yard, You Got Served, Robert Hoffman for You Got Served and Step Up 2. And the winner is clearly Megan Good. I mean, out of everybody, I've mentioned 2 movies, but this one said no, she's a triple-decker hitter. The Crossover Universe Award. This award goes to a person who's connected to music and dance. The nominees are Black for being in the cast of Bring It On and a musical feature on Honey, Timbaland with Drop for being a memorable iconic scene in Step Up 2, and Missy Elliott for appearing as a character in Honey, but also doing that work in the soundtrack for Step Up to the Street. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think we already know where this answer is gonna go. The winner is Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott has had her hands in multiple movie pots. It's obviously Missy. For Best Dance Finale, we talked about it in the semifinals. I think it's time that we talk about the best dance finale on a macro level. Compare all 8 movies to each other and figure out which finale is the best. Our nominees are The Big Bounce from You Got Served, the Step Show finale from Stomp the Yard, the cheerleading competition from Bring It On, Dance Rain finale and Step Up to the Streets. These nominees brought everything to the floor, but if we're going to be honest, I think the movie that is the most iconic for its finale, Step Up to the Streets. But honestly, if your finale doesn't involve rain, drama, and emotional release, did your movie go hard enough? The This Is So 2000s award. One thing about these movies is that they're definitely a product of their time. You can see a drastic difference between like Bring It On versus Stomp the Yard. A 7-year time span between these 2 movies, and yet you can feel how it encapsulates the time. But there is one movie that stood out the most as like, yeah, this couldn't have come out any other time than the 2000s. And that is Bring It On. Bring It On is such a good feeling popcorn movie. But I mean, the outfits are iconic. The attitudes are everything. And the cheers you still remember to this day. This is peak 2000s. The best crew or team dynamic. This one is about loyalty, chemistry, perseverance, and presence. Every one of the crews that was ever mentioned or featured into these movies had to go through ups and downs. But if there was a crew that I had to personally choose as to which one I'm going to join, we already know it's not Elgin and David. Our nominees are the fraternity of Theta Nu Theta, the Clovers from Bring It On, the MSA crew from Step Up 2. When it comes to going through ups and downs and perseverance and actually being in the right gender to be in the crew, because I am not a dude, so I can't be in Theta Nu Theta. Honestly, for me, the crew that went through the most and showed that they are 10 toes down is the MSA crew from Step Up to the Streets. They were willing to go through expulsion to get their girl Andy back. Do you know how much trouble you would be in with your parents because you decided to get expelled? The Hip Hop to Hollywood Award. We talked about it throughout the series, how every one of these movies has a R&B hip hop artist that's a part of the cast. It's kind of like an obligation at this point. The nominees for the Hip Hop to Hollywood Award: Cassie for Step Up to the Streets, B2K and Marcus Houston for You Got Served, Bow Wow for Roll Bounce, Fredro Starr for Save the Last Dance, Mario and Heavy D for Step Up, Black for Bring It On, Neo and Chris Brown for Stomp the Yard. This award goes to the artists who stepped out on the booth and onto the big screen. And honestly, this is kind of a toss-up. Do you choose a winner based off of the most memorable scene? Or do you choose the winner because they were the most transformative? So for that, it's a tie. It's a tie between Natina Roberts from Bring It On and Bow Wow. I can't choose between Bow Wow or Natina Roberts, so you know what? We just gonna have to Monet exchange and Trinity to tuck it because it's a tie. Best Romance and Chemistry. These are the nominees: Mekhi Phifer and Jessica Alba in Honey, Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan in Step Up, Andy and Chase in Step Up to the Streets, Sarah and Derek from Save the Last Dance, and Columbus Short and Megan Good in Stomp the Yard. You know, some chemistries just stay on screen, but there was one couple that took it off screen in IRL. So with that being said, the best chemistry for me is Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan, aka Tyler and Nora from Step Up. The Cultural Impact Award. Honestly, when it comes to these movies taking over and dominating, a lot of these movies came out in January. All that junk that I was talking about movies coming out in January to die, I lied. I like January movies. But there's only one movie that was so impactful, it permeated outside of just the movie cinema's zeitgeist. The winner is You Got Served. You Got Served is so big that when B2K reunited and are currently on tour, they have a You Got Served segment. Now, these last two awards are about March Madness itself. I gotta shine a light on y'all too. This is a whole community thing, okay? The Biggest Upset Award. This is the I can't believe y'all would do this to me energy.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Because I just knew going in that the results were gonna go one way, and then y'all voted. And I realized, what the hell is going on? What is going on here? How? So the Biggest Upset Award goes to Save the Last Dance for defeating Step Up. How do y'all not love Step Up? And why am I the only one on this hill for this movie? So the fact that like y'all also did it to yourselves is my kind of lick back. The Closest Battle Award. This is where I think some of y'all, half of y'all, felt what I felt. Because there was one bracket that started one way and magically turned another way. And the winner is obviously Step Up to the Streets versus You Got Served. Y'all were commenting and battling in these comment streets, okay? And when this movie lost. So you know how I feel when Step Up lost. Baby, this was a fight. So those were your March Madness Awards. The music, the moment, the legacy. It has all come down to this. It is time to crown a champion! And your March Madness champion is...
Drum roll, please.
Stomp the Yard. This is legacy meets evolution. Tradition, brotherhood, and rhythm brought to a new generation. It did more than just showcase stepping. It reinforced traditions that some people might not have been aware of. This movie made stepping look cinematic. It made it look global. And that's why it takes the crown. And this has been Cinema versus March Madness.
That's the end?
We are going to have more debates like this coming up soon, so make sure that you stay locked and hit that bell notification button and all of that, so that way you know what is coming up next. Thank you so much for being a part of this season. I've been Top Cat. Protect Black art, stream Black stories, and for the final time, celebrate movement. I'll see you in the next round. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and thank you for being a part of the voting process. Thank you for just being here. If you agree with the results, let me know in the comments down below. If you got something else to say about the results, let me know in the comments down below. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been again anywhere on Beyonce's internet, but you were a part of this little experiment, and I appreciate you for that. Make sure, if you have not done so, to hit that subscribe button and join the family, because baby, we're more than just friends. I love you. Keep shining and never give up on yourself.
Tú también deberías de creer en ti. Vales más de lo que pienso. Créeme.
Until I see you next time. Bye.